Hello. Okay, this is to go over target bones. I got three bones. I got a top bone here, I got a bottom bone here, and I got a target bone. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the bottom bone to the target. And what you do is you go into bone constraints and you got a couple of new things in here. And one of them is target. So I'm going to target the bottom bone to target bone, close. Of course you can name it anything you want. And what happens is that now when you move the target bone, okay, you get a bend. Okay? And if you press the Alt key and you go on the back side, no, this is not working. You press Alt, and there you go. And you can bend this bone back and forth. So you can change the constraints on it, and let go of Alt, and it'll stay that way. And if I press Alt again, I'm pressing Alt, and there we go. We can change the constraints. So that's one way to use the new target bone. Now I'm going to show you three more. Okay? And what I affectionately call smart target bones. So I got another layer already set up here. Okay? I'm going to show you it. Okay, it's the same layer duplicated, and it's already set up as the target. And if I manipulate it, it should work the same way. Oops. I'm on layer 0, so that's an issue. Oh. Come on. Oh. The reason why it doesn't work is because I need to go into this control, not this one. And it is now actually a smart bone. The target's a smart bone. You can see it over here. It has on the main line, but it has a action target. So what I'm going to do is, and of course it works normal, but you can't deal. The Alt doesn't work anymore. It does all strange things. So go backspace, and now I'm in the smart bone for the target. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to manipulate the top bone, and you see I got keyframes even though it didn't move. Okay? Then I'll move the target bone because downward. So anywhere downward plane initializes this action. So let's go back to the main line and see what happens. So as a normal, it works like that. But notice all of a sudden it jumps and turns. Alright? And what's happening is the very bottom bone is turning, but I can turn the top bone and the very bottom bone still turns. So I can turn the top, but I can't turn the bottom. But I can move the target bone and the bottom bone bends. Okay, so that's one. So that's manipulating the top bone only and just turning the target bone. Okay, so let's go to another one. Okay, now I'm in the target layer, and I'm going to turn just the bottom bone to get keys. As you can see, I got keys over here, and of course I want to turn the target bone down so that anything downward is smart bone. Anywhere upward is the non-smart bone for the target. Go back to the main line and see what happens. Okay, so now I get the bend, but now it flips. Okay, and so it acts just like the regular smart bone as you try to turn that, and you still get the target bone action. So that's moving just the bottom. And if I go into the smart bone, what happens here is that the top bone is going to follow the target, but the bottom bone is actually free. So if I go out of the smart bone, okay, it acts like a regular smart bone, a regular target bone. But if I go into the smart bone for the target, the top bone follows the target and the bottom bone is independent. So that's the second way. Okay? And then there's a third way of doing this with a smart bone. So I'm going to go back into target, and this time I'm going to rotate the top bone. I got keys. I'm going to rotate the bottom bone, and I'm going to rotate the target bone. Of course, downward it's a smart bone action, upward it's off. So let's see what happens now. Okay? So if I move the target bone up, okay, I get the bend. Okay? I can't control anything, nothing. I still get the controls of that by going back and forth over that. So it still acts like the regular target bone relationship. Okay? But let's apply the smart bone. Now as you can see, all of a sudden it goes to a different position. Okay? But the bottom bone is now independent, and so is the top bone. So the bottom bone's independent, the top bone's independent. If I want to come out of the smart bone, it behaves just like a regular smart bone. So that's the three ways of having a target bone applied with a smart with an action, smart target bone, well, whatever you're going to call this. Okay? So up is unapplied, downward the target bone is now a smart bone action also, and both bones are independent. And that's the third way you can apply a smart bone on a target. I hope this makes sense. Hey, it's pretty wild, pretty confusing, but you know, once you deal with it and once you start working with it, I think you'll get the hang of it. Thanks for watching. Bye.